I'll be honest, I never really thought that I would like Hannah Montana, the TV series. It was very popular when I was growing up. It was released in 2009. I was maybe the target audience, just a little bit older, but a lot of people I knew were watching it, and I just never got round to it. But I thought, it's on Disney Plus. I have nothing to lose. Let's watch the first episode and see what it's like. And this first episode was released in 2009. I'll be honest, it feels a little bit older than that. It was directed by Lee Shalat Shamel and stars, of course, Miley Cyrus as Miley Stewart. We also have Emily Osment as her best friend Lilly, and her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, who plays Robby Ray Stewart. And I'm sure most people are aware of the concept of this. Miley Stewart is the character's real name, if you like, and that's who she is by day when she's at school. But she has a secret identity. She is this very successful pop star called Hannah Montana. And basically, Miley has brown hair, Hannah Montana has blonde hair, and this is how we differentiate between the two, at least in the early days. And this first episode is introducing us to this double lifestyle, and it's not as flamboyant as I expected. I thought it would be all about the luxurious side of being a famous pop star. At least the first episode. I thought that's how they would hook us in. But it's actually a little bit more emotional and a little bit more mature than that, because it's largely about how Miley doesn't really want to tell her friends that she is Hannah Montana, because she's really worried about how they will treat her, and that it might ruin friendships. Now, given the title of this episode, Lily, Do You Want to Know a Secret?, I kind of saw where this first episode was going. I won't tell you how it concludes, but I will just say that there is a Hannah Montana concert happening. Her best friend Lily has tickets, and Miley won't tell her why she can't go to this concert. But of course, Lily still goes to this concert. There's a very big risk that she is going to find out the truth. If she finds out the truth, how will she handle it? I won't answer that question, but I will say I was really impressed. It was much more serious. Not serious, it's still very funny, but it handled a much more mature topic than I was expecting, particularly for a first episode. I thought it would largely be glitz and glam with some seriousness thrown in, but it's actually the complete opposite. It's largely about Miley as Miley Stewart, rather than her famous, successful alter ego. We do get some songs in this one. Obviously the Hannah Montana theme song, which is best of both worlds. It's brilliant. To be honest, I've always liked the music from Hannah Montana. I don't know why that never encouraged me to watch an episode, but for whatever reason, I took my time, and I will say I'm really glad that I did. I genuinely liked this. Probably not enough to continue watching it. It's still in my watch list on Disney Plus, so I might every now and then try another episode and see how it progresses, because I am keen to see if that kind of balance is kept up, or if it starts to shift more towards her life as Hannah Montana. I don't know. I genuinely don't know which way it'll go. But I was really pleasantly surprised. It's dated. And in fact, this is another reason why I don't think it was released in 2009. That air date doesn't seem right, because she has an old Nokia phone. Miley I think, has an old Nokia phone. Although Lily is wearing those jelly bracelets that were really popular in like 2006 maybe. So I'm not confident of that release date, but who am I to argue with IMDb? But it does feel nostalgically dated in some ways. But it's a lot of fun, very well edited, very well written episode, brilliantly acted. Emily Osment in particular is fantastic, and I thoroughly enjoyed her performance. I can see why it was popular. I can see why it had a lot going for it, and I don't know, was it worth the wait? I kind of feel like it was. I don't regret not watching it sooner, because I know I'm now in a headspace where I can really appreciate it, both from a more analytical perspective and from an entertainment perspective. But I'm glad I finally saw it. I will thoroughly admit, Hannah Montana has definitely exceeded my expectations.